President for CIB, Professor Dongping Fang, to say a few words.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, colleagues, and dear friends. First of all, I would like to thank the CIB members who elected me as the president. This is a real honor and privilege. I'm filled with profound gratitude and a deep sense of responsibility. My journey with CIB started from 1997. By then, Tsinghua University joined CIB as an associate member, and I was the contact person. I involved intensively in W99 and joined the CIB board from 2010 as program committee chair, and then the second term as the vice president. I learned from CIB in my earlier career, and I know CIB because I was engaged quite long, and I love CIB. I'm ready to work together with all of you to make CIB a continued success. Now, allow me to pay the highest tribute to our immediate past president, Dr. Mark Hastak. Big proud. During his tenure, Mark's exceptional leadership and tireless dedication have laid a solid foundation for further growth of CIB. I particularly look forward to his continued guidance and support as immediate past president. In the coming days, I also look forward to hearing your insights and suggestions for CIB's strategic development over the next 3 years. Thank you, Mark. I would also like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to Mark, Brian, Zhi, and all organizers at Purdue University for hosting this 23rd World Building Congress. Your outstanding organizational efforts have created this invaluable platform for the global building and construction community. This Congress has once again demonstrated the irreplaceable value of face-to-face exchange. Here, we not only share knowledge, but also build connections and explore future collaboration opportunities. I would like to take this opportunity to explain the forthcoming year's strategy. But before that, I wrote 7 W's for this World Building Congress. First, wonderful organization. Do you agree? Second, wonderful venue. Third, wonderful presentations by all of you. And wonderful keynotes. Fifth, wonderful participants. Then, wonderful gala dinner. I regret to say what I said yesterday evening. Now I'm really worried that if I can make the same or not. In all of all, we have a super wonderful World Building Congress here. Thank you all. And also, I would like to thank the CIB General Secretary, led by Dong. They also did a very good job collaborating with the organizing committees here. Thank you, Dong. Okay, now a few words about the CIB strategic priorities in the forthcoming 3 years. First, membership growth and financial sustainability. Second, the membership value, and service innovation. We do need to provide more and better services to our members, to our commissions and task groups. And third, the governance enhancement. It's a long list, but I just want to choose some of the points. For membership expansion, we will focus on developing membership in China and developing countries, where we have a huge community in building and construction. And there's a lot more I would like to skip. And then venue diversification. Please remember, CIB is has the official consultative status for United Nations. So we would encourage members to list CIB as a partner in funding proposals. I think there's a value added, since CIB holds the very special status. And for membership, we would encourage new task group and other initiatives. Everyone within CIB member organizations has the opportunity to propose to organize a new task group. So we have the continuous open call for proposals for new task groups, and especially encourage cross-disciplinary and cross-regional collaboration. And for membership value, active commissions is the core of CIB. So we are seeking for 3 years plan for each working commissions, so that we can have a very effective process to develop our commissions. And more conferences by working commissions are especially encouraged. For academic initiatives, we will continue the presidential seminar series. This is the one Mark initiated 3 years ago. So it is a weekly, it's a weekly seminar. I was surprised with and moved with Mark's aspiration for this issue. He chaired most of the seminars. So I would like to continue, but I really dare not to say I will do it every week. And then for young talent development, we explore the mechanism for ECR, that stands for Early Career Researchers, to participate in the board initiatives, including CIB standing committees meeting, and even the board meeting. We will select the young members to join as an observer to get them to know how CIB operates. For regional development, we would strengthen the support for the roles of the regional directors. And for international collaboration, deepen the collaboration with the United Nations is very, very important. We will explore the channels for closer collaboration with the UN. So, for the governance enhancement, one of the major tasks for us is to enhance the links between commissions and the board. One of the ideas is to assign each of our board members to regularly contact with the working commission coordinators to see how we can support the commissions. Okay, then a few special announcements. First of all, I think we need another proud a little bit. Wait a moment. That is the CIB Margrand # Visiting Scholar Award. This is a very generous donation from now immediate past president of CIB, Mark Hastak. I try to repeat your name. This will be an annual CIB award to support and promote collaboration between early career researchers in different regions of the world in our sector. The details of the proposal will be released within this year. Now, the second special announcement. I released a little bit yesterday, but now it's the attractive video for you to promise your participation in 3 years. It will be commenced exactly the same day as today, in 3 years. So welcome to Beijing. So in Beijing, we have more than 2,000 history of the city. So you can see lots of the heritages there. And welcome to Tsinghua University. We were founded in 1911. So it's more than 20 years, more than 100 years old, not the oldest. And we also try to look for a hotel that can accommodate more than 500 participants. This is one of the options. It's a garden-wise hotel with lots of venues for sessions, for meetings, and for small group gathering. Okay. Okay. Dear colleagues and friends, serving as CIB president is a tremendous honor. I look forward to working hand in hand with our global colleagues over the next 3 years to advance the innovation in building and construction. Hope you enjoy the Congress, this one, and the time in Purdue, and have a safe journey back home. Thank you. Now I would like to invite Dawn to the stage for another announcement. Welcome to Beijing.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Immediate Past President. Thank you to everyone who has contributed to the success of this wonderful World Building Congress. It's my huge pleasure to make special announcement number 3 and final special announcement, which is to announce the Wim Bakkens Award. As many of you know, Wim Bakkens was the CEO, the Chief Executive of CIB from 1994 to 2017, some 24 years. You'll be pleased to know I won't be serving for 24 years. The Wim Bakkens Award was named as such in 2022, but it dates back further to the recognition of best coordinators of CIB's working commissions and task groups. Over several World Building Congresses, it's awarded to a coordinator or a group of coordinators who have made a substantial leadership contribution to impactful global collaborative research within a working commission or task group. And the award is given every 3 years at this Congress. In 2022, the award went to Fidelis Amuse of W123, People in Construction, and Billy Hare and Fred Sherratt, joint coordinators of W99. And they're here. W99, Safety, Health and Well-being, and easily the loudest commission in CIB. This year, following a review by the Programme Committee of CIB, which is chaired by Kim Halbroller, and approval by the CIB Board, in 2025, I am delighted to announce that the Wim Bakkens Award goes to Jeremy Gibbard and Jack Goulding. Professor Jeremy Gibbard trained and registered as an architect in the UK. He completed a master's degree in advanced architectural studies at the Bartlett School of Architecture at UCL. His PhD was on methodologies for integrating sustainability into built environments in developing countries. Until recently, and he continues in the role, but until recently he was the sole coordinator of our Working Commission W116 on smart and sustainable built environments. He's now, probably happily for his sanity, able to share that responsibility with a co-coordinator, Jan Hugo, who many of you will know. As a result, his leadership has been outstanding, and as a result of his efforts, W116 has become one of the highly active and most attractive commissions to CIB members. He also represents CIB in external forums, for example, on the board of Globe, which you heard about yesterday, if you were able to hear the keynote speaker, David Ruggiero. Professor Jack Goulding was an industry guy, a project manager for much of his career, and then he became an academic. That career included spells at the University of Central Lancashire and the University of Wolverhampton, and he's the former co-coordinator of W121 off-site construction. His passion and his dedication for turning that commission into a vibrant, active and sustainable commission was truly admired over many years. And of course we acknowledge the role of his co-coordinators, but as an inspirational leader, Jack's commitment for succession planning and bringing new generations of scholars into the CIB network and into that commission in particular was inspiring. To give you one example, Volkan Ezkan. Is Volkan still here? He left, I'm sorry, thank you for that. Volkan completed his PhD under Jack's supervision and is now one of the co-coordinators of W121. I would also add that Jack was one of the most unfailingly polite people that we ever worked with. He really was a total delight. And right from the first time I met him, which was in a much earlier job, a position as a lowly industry guy myself. So, unfortunately, neither Jack nor Jeremy was able to be here. I can assure you we had some sort of subtle conversations to hint that it might be in their interest and if they were able to make it, but that didn't prove possible. But please join me in congratulating Jeremy Gibbard and Jack Goulding.
Thank you, Don. And so that is getting us closer and closer to the closing here now. So, well, just one quick announcement, and I'll need to thank a ton of people who have made this event possible. But as I mentioned earlier this morning, that after this closing ceremony, we're going to have the Global Leadership Forum that is going to be held in Stewart 213. So Stewart 213. So as I mentioned earlier, if you are in a leadership position, you are a senior professor at your organization, or you are an aspiring leader, this is the forum for you to attend. You're all most welcome to do that. And we have the entire leadership team here from GLF. If you don't mind standing up and being acknowledged, please. So Professor Mike Kagioglu is the present chair of Global Leadership Forum, and Professor Patricia Souzopoulos is going to be following in his footsteps as the incoming chair for the forum. And then we have the entire leadership here as well. So you know these people, and please join the session. So thank you all very much. Well, so that brings me to this bittersweet moment, I should say, or you know, of saying goodbye to all of you. It's been a real pleasure to host all of you here. It's wonderful that all of you could make time and come and fly all this far away to the US and for wherever different locations you're coming from. And it has been a pleasure to reconnect with many of you that you know, I had not met for many, many years. So thank you all for coming, making this event a huge success for us. But as I mentioned, you know, the events like these are not done by an individual, but by a team. And we have had a dedicated team of volunteers who have spent umpteen hours to make this happen. So my thanks to all of them from the bottom of my heart for making that possible. So first I want to thank all of you for attending. So attendees, thank you again for coming. All the papers and the presentations were very well received. I was able to sit through a number of papers, not all of them. And I saw the amount of discussion that was going on and the moderators and how effectively they were managing all the sessions. So again, thank you all for doing that. But all of these papers, as you know, had gone through double-blind review. And I want to thank all the reviewers. I don't know most of them because you all handled it. And they have done a fantastic job in maintaining the quality of CIB publications and the papers that we present in these forums. So again, thanks to all the reviewers. And along with the reviewers goes all the point persons. And you all know who you are. So if you are in the crowd, if you could please stand up and be acknowledged. All the point persons, please. Those who got all the reviews done. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the individuals who had worked very hard in getting the papers out, getting it to the reviewers, and making sure that we have maintained the quality of publications that we have for CIB. So thank you again very much for taking that leadership role. And of course, working hand in hand with all the point persons was the scientific committee. And as I mentioned earlier, we had close to 100 individuals who participated in the scientific committee meetings that were held twice, once in the morning, same meeting again in the evening, because all the time zones that we have in this world were covered by those almost 100 individuals. So if the scientific committee members are here, if you could please rise and be acknowledged. Thank you all very much. They kept us fine and narrow and tuned to what was to be delivered, so really appreciate that part. Of course, again, we were working from Purdue side, and CIB is our partner in this whole affair, and so we had a governance committee. And governance committee included 3 individuals from CIB and then 3 from Purdue University. So if you all could rise and please be acknowledged. Our governance committee. Professor Widener. Well, they kept us in the fine-tuned cost control procedure, as we all know, and it has been quite a success. Well, again, I mentioned CIB, and CIB headquarters and the CIB, entire CIB staff have been superb in managing all the affairs related to the conference, and of course, for me, for the past 3 years as the president, without the Secretariat's support, things would have been impossible. And I truly respect what they have done in their dedication. So if you could please, under Don's leadership, Don, please rise. Ira, Sina, Hio. You see the small staff here, right? But they do tremendous amount of work, as you all have seen in the communication that we have from our headquarters. So really, truly appreciate all the efforts that you put in. Well, that brings me to our home team. So our local organizing committee, fantastic work. This is a volunteer effort, as I mentioned, and we had some of the most dedicated volunteers at Purdue tirelessly making sure that Purdue puts on the best show possible. So please, our team, a local organizing committee, please rise and take a bow, please. What you see here is not the complete team. They're probably fixing something somewhere that has gone on their wayside. So again, thank you very much. The entire paper review process, the coordination with different committees and commissions, making sure that the facilities were properly organized, the AV was in good shape, working with our conference teams, all of those things were done by our local organizing committee, and they did, I'm sure you will agree with me, that they did just a fabulous job in pulling this all together. So again, please give them a big round of applause. You probably noticed those people wearing T-shirts all looking the same. That says CIB on the backside in green letters. Those were our student volunteers. They're mostly our PhD students, and they again were assigned a task to be assistant session moderators. So every moderator in the room would have assistant session moderators, and they were trained to make sure that the AV runs smooth, the authors are there, the presentations are uploaded properly, that if somebody needs to run the mic to get the question and answers done, they were there. And you probably noticed all of them. So those of you who are in the room right now, please stand. All right, Paul. Thank you all very much. And one person I want to point out here, you probably saw him all last 4 or 5 days, is Jim Siebert. Jim, if you could please stand. So Jim was assigned the most difficult part of being the MC for all 4 days, 5 days, and also provide the voice of God to announce all our speakers and keynote addresses and so on. So Jim, thank you very much. Well, we are in the Union. This is Purdue Memorial Union. Beautiful building, as you notice. We call it the North and the South Ballroom. All the other facilities, the Stewart Center next door, that's all our facilities that we have used. And these are all run by our union staff. And again, all this arrangement that you see here, tables and decorations and whatnot, it's all they're doing. So if you don't mind giving them a big round of applause, they've done a fantastic job again. That brings me to Purdue Conferences. So Purdue Conferences, we have a big organization within the university that puts together all the conference activities. And of course, this was also put together with the help of our Purdue Conference team. And Sam Cleveland and his team have managed a fantastic job in making sure that you were able to register, making sure that any information that you needed regarding the travel and the website and how to go about different activities, the social affairs and so on, they managed it from A to Z. So please, our Purdue Conference team, who all is here, I don't know. Sam is there, give him a big round of applause. Fantastic job, fantastic, superb. Thank you, Sam. Last but certainly not the least are my co-conspirators, my co-chairs, Professor Brian Hubbard and Professor Z. Torbika. Please come up on the stage. They are the brains behind all that we have happened in the last few days. They are the ones that pull together day in and day out, making sure that every aspect of the conference, everything that could go wrong was identified, and it was handled by our team. So please. Now, I have said enough, so let me hand the mic over to my co-chairs to say a few words.
I just want to thank everybody for being here, making the trip to Purdue here. I'm a Purdue alum, and it's very special to get everybody here in the middle of Indiana. So thank you all for coming. Thank you.
And I just want to say thank you for coming, for making this event. I think what it was, and I think we believe it was. It has been a full success. And wish you a safe trip back home. More time to maybe reflect on what has happened, and hopefully you will all get a little bit more sleep again. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you all. As our coaches mentioned, please have a safe trip back. Those who are staying for GLF, of course, another day and a half, we have your pleasure of your company, and we look forward to continuation of this dialogue. Thank you very much.